So this one is number three. The location, the umbrella reveal, living in California, creative environments, creating flow state, utilitarianism, and a free society. Okay, so I, as a person, I've lived in California my entire life. I've not been off the continent. That's fine. Maybe, maybe it was a sign that when I opened the umbrella, which is who I am right now, that I would find a reason to go. Like, oh, maybe that's what the connection was. I was on the way here. I was thinking about Japan, and that they have all these camera stores, and the Japanese are very good about how they maintain things, how they build things, even. And so to go to Japan and possibly get a Japanese-made Canon camera, like I'd love to get like 10 of them. Maybe even give some out to people over here because if people like me, if I run into more people like me, when I run into more people like me, they deserve and they care for the products that I care for the way I care for them. They deserve to have what I'm looking at because maybe they haven't thought as far as being like, oh, Japan's actually got the best ones. So that would be the umbrella reveal. The umbrella reveal is this. It's like, hey, you deserve to hear all things, especially about the creative environment. I'm sitting at a park right now. Bit of a breeze, probably 65. And the birds chirp. The grass is dancing. This is a creative environment. I've been in a flow state, as it mentions. Basically, the last hour that I've been here. And sitting. That's another thing. Is like when you're in a flow state. I kid you not. I've been sitting at. I haven't moved for an hour. I've been jotting down some verses. I was recording on a whole nother camera, and it felt like 5 minutes ago. That is flow state. Wow. When I was writing, it was so awesome because it was in my version of flow state. I'm just putting pen on paper, and then when I realize like I'm done writing, I'll be like, whoa, like I wrote that. And it's more about like me being in the witness to what was written, because I get completely out of the way. It's epic. So I wrote down utilitarianism. I mean, living in a utilitarian world, what would that be like? Well, I guess everyone would be in a type of flow state where everyone has, basic things like food, water, healthcare, shelter, medicine, clothes. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, no, not nice. Look up the etymology for nice. That'd be great. That'd feel good. But I'd say we do live in a free society. I mean, I could be doing other things with my life right now, but here I am filming a video at 11:09 on this beautiful February the 20th, 2025. I got the sun shining on me. I'm free to think what I want. I'm free to discipline myself how I can. I'm free to honor the person that I was before. I'm free to honor the person I'm going to be. That to me is a version of free society that I haven't really thought of, is the ability to basically get out of your way, but then to also realize like, wow, I have the ability to accept all the things in my life. I can allow all the things I want to accept in my life too. Like, see, that is taking the power back. Is being in control of the things you allow yourself to accept in life. Maybe that's utilitarian. So when I wrote down the umbrella reveal, the umbrella is a fascinating thing to me because it doesn't do the same thing closed as it does when it's open. And when you reveal something, you're revealing it because it's closed, or you're revealing it because it's open. When I think about, like in The Price is Right, for example, when they have one of those curtains, what's behind the curtain is open, but it's being opened. So it's closed and then it's opened. Which kind of reminds me of like this whole life experience, this whole remembering thing, like remembering how to get in a flow state. Remembering what a creative environment is, or what creating even is. Because like when I sit here and I realize like, wow, just driving up over here, I drove by where I grew up. Same location, same person. But what I am and who I am, what I know is in a different location for sure. And so that to me is like a fascinating memento, is that you might go back to like a old school or meet old people, and when you change, it's like it really is a night and day difference. It's the world treats you differently, people respect you differently. But a lot of that is knowing that you could create that for yourself. So that's ultimately, that'll be the main message for this, is that I guess in a hypothetical utilitarian society, you're building to the maximum of everything. So for example, like when I think about a shelter that can be utilitarian, I think about the Notre Dame or the Vatican, things that have been here forever, that they don't flinch. So there's no need to be doing wood homes, 0 point. So with that mindset, you would only be creating environments that essentially allow flow state. And the people that are creating those things in those environments in that utilitarian form are in flow state. And ultimately the main point I'm getting at here is that 8 minutes and 40 seconds of this video, me saying all of this, like I created the opportunity for me to say any of this. I created space in my mind to let these thoughts flow. I created the literal environment that I'm in right now to allow these thoughts to flow. I also created this version of myself who can think like this. And so that'll be my message to you, is that you are a creator. Like, you're listening to this because in one sense you feel that you have something that maybe you aren't tapped into, or that you want more. No one's going to go do it but you. So I guess if there was a message, and if there was a point to you taking your time to listen to this, I'd say it'd be to take your power back. Go create something worth being involved in. In the last episode, I was talking about how people with a job are essentially given a pay, but are essentially forced to live within a certain range of where they're getting paid to work, which also dictates how much money you make and where that money can be spent in regards to like the car you drive or the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the people you hang out with. So like you created all that yourself. And I guess in a utilitarian world, hypothetically, there's maybe one person or one group in charge, and the rest of society is accepting that that group is in charge because they have the best interest at heart of the people. So that's my umbrella reveal. The ultimate thing you or I are here to do is to create the opportunity to remember. I said this in the last one, but the only way you can find new music is if you go look for it. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Take care. All the best.